Hi there, students. Devil's advocate. Very normally with the verb to play. To play the devil's advocate. Okay, if you play the devil's advocate, you take the opposite idea or the opposite plan or the opposite argument to the one that people support. And this is in order either to make people discuss it, for them to consider it in more detail, or just because it's more interesting. So I don't really believe what I'm saying, but I'm just playing devil's advocate. Okay, so I don't really believe that, but I'm playing devil's advocate. Like this, you can either test the argument of that everybody supports. Yeah, you're not committed to this point of view or this plan of action, but you are following it for the sake of argument, maybe to determine how valid that position is, or how much support there is, or to actually think about it in proper detail. Okay, so yeah, the devil's advocate, somebody who's expressing a contentious opinion, yeah, who's saying something that is the opposite to what everybody thinks. And this is to effectively test the strength of opposing arguments. So I don't know, maybe a group of people, they're all very uh, anti people eating meat, and you then start to argue in favour of eating meat because it's good for farmers, it's good for the economy. We are carnivores, okay, and like this, you force everybody to put forward their case, yeah, to argue their case, and it can be a lot more fun. It can be a lot more interesting if somebody plays devil's advocate in a discussion or in a debate. It makes things much more interesting. I think maybe an interviewer, if somebody's interviewing on television, it's good for them to play devil's advocate, to try and ask the most difficult or the most anti questions possible to the person they are talking to. Let's see, I think this phrase devil's advocate in formality, I think I'm going to give it a 5 in formality. I think you can use this absolutely anywhere. Now, the origin is actually rather interesting. It comes from a medieval Latin phrase, advocatus diaboli, yeah, the Latin for devil's advocate. But this originally was an official position in the Catholic Church. When somebody is going to be made into a saint, they're going to be canonized. The devil's advocate, or this avocatus diaboli, is a person who argues against the canonization, who looks for evidence to or misrepresentation in the evidence. It's like the opposition lawyer saying you can't make this person into a saint because this and that and the other. And that's actually the origin of it. So, yeah, to play devil's advocate, to state the opposite opinion or the opposite course of action to the one that everybody recommends, in order either to test their argument or in order to just for fun, to stimulate debate, to make people talk about it. Yeah, I admit it can be fun being devil's advocate. Let's see, normally if I have conversation classes, I try to play devil's advocate because that gives it puts students in a position where they need to talk. Yeah, they need to defend the position they are holding. So enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon. Bye for now. Devil's Advocate.